Hey folks, what's going on? This is Mr. Jones. Please excuse the grainy look on the camera there. Um, I used to have, I still have my camera, but for some reason when I plug it into USB, it doesn't work. So yeah, I'm just gonna use the one on the laptop. Kind of expensive laptop to be this daggone grainy, in my opinion. Anyway, folks, I wanted to give some warnings beforehand. I didn't have much time to give it, but tomorrow we are expecting another Hurricane Katrina. This hurricane's called Ida. All right. Now, there's going to be quite some problems. All right. Now, number one, right now it's off in the water, and we're expecting it to hit. What if it just died before it got there? That would be nice. That would be very nice. But I don't think we're going to be that lucky, folks. So this is going to be, as far as I've seen, the exact same date to a T as Hurricane Katrina. All right, today's the 28th. It's supposed to hit tomorrow morning, 29th, just like Hurricane Katrina. All right. Now, um, when I view weather type things, I like to go on certain websites. I've got favorite people who kind of tell you about these websites, and instead of the news telling you about the weather, I'd rather look at things myself and try and figure things out if possible, right? I want the evidence. So, with that being said, we already know it's on the exact same date as Katrina. As of checking right now, this is a Category 2. I heard it was close to a Category 3. So that's okay. So there's some information there. Um, Now, when Hurricane Katrina happened in 2005, instead of adding gates to the levees and all that stuff, what they ended up doing was just making them taller. I heard that they built them terribly. So I gotta wonder, when they built them taller, did they widen up the base, right? Did they make them a nice, strong structure? Because as water piles up, it gets heavier and heavier. You can't make something that's already that size and just extend it up and think it's okay. You're gonna have to reinforce that somehow. So I don't know how well they did or did not reinforce it, but I am absolutely expecting for those levees to break. Okay. Um, we have hurricane planes that go through where hurricanes are, and they measure the pressures, they measure the temperature, and they measure the wind speed. All that good stuff. That's data that we need. That's data that everyone needs. Okay. And it helps to assist with their models when they're trying to figure out which way a hurricane would go. Right now, we are currently missing a lot of information on these. We don't have the same information, and you'd think that they're treating this like it's not even going to happen. All right, but right now they've issued the warnings. They're telling people that you should consider evacuating. I don't think it's mandatory yet, but just know that this is not a good recipe. All right, not at all. So if information's missing, that means that once this thing really ramps up, it's going to be too late, and we can act like we're caught off guard. Blah 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 blah. Start pointing fingers. That apparently is how we do today. We just point fingers instead of fixing things. Okay, so that's going to be an issue. It's going to be a pretty big issue. Is the levees breaking? You know, where's all that water going to go? It's going to flood out people. Um, food and water. That's going to be problematic down there. Um, Also, what I'm expecting to happen is because if you didn't get your shot, okay, all right, if you didn't get your shot, then I bet you they're going to start denying people hospital visits and this and that. Not visits, like, say you got injured and you need to go to the hospital. Well, they're going to either tell you, hey, the beds are full, or hey, you need to have your shot. Well, they're probably going to do both. The beds are full, but by the way, you need to have your shot or we're not going to help you. We're starting to come up on that right now. So it's going to get strange and it's going to get weird. And if someone says that the hospital beds are full, you'll never actually know because you can't, when you walk into a hospital, you can't see everything right then and there. There's different rooms, doors, all that. You don't know what the hell's going on. This isn't going to go well. Okay. So please, get ready to be denied help. Okay. Also, the budget. They keep every time something happens, they keep raising a budget, passing a bill to pay them, and then the budget. They get paid first. The people, who are in our government, they're getting paid first, and it's getting ridiculous here. So we haven't been talking about a budget ceiling in I don't know how long. No budget ceiling. So what I'm saying is, you know, You already know how America operates. So yeah, they're gonna raise that budget up and all sorts of excuses. Oh, blah 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 blah. Oh, we need infrastructure. God, I'm so tired of hearing all this. All right. Then we're gonna have actual things happening where there's gonna be a gas shortage, and then I don't know what else. I don't know what type of things people are gonna be hoarding. But yeah, there's gonna be the gas. You know, how are you gonna get gas for all your stuff and this and that, and it's gonna get crazy. All right. Not just that, but they're going to go just like they did in Hurricane Katrina in 2005. They went door to door and started confiscating guns. I remember, watching a thing. The lady's name was Patty, and she ended up. The police went into her establishment. She didn't seem to be a threat. She was a little old lady. Apparently she was punched in the face. She had bruises to show. You can YouTube this, and just a show of force. Um, Expect that to happen again. Expect all sorts, everything that happened in Katrina. Expect this on an even greater scale. They are really ready, and when they tell you they're not, they are. But they're not ready for things that'll help you. They've got something else planned, and the people who are working for whoever it is I'm speaking of, right? The officers, they're at the lower spectrum of certain things. Just like in government, everything's got a tier. All right. I'm not saying that they're the lowest. Don't even get that out of your head. No, not at all. But what I'm saying is everything has a tier, and the person like the chief of police or the president or the people who are way up here, they've got these different clearances for a reason. All right. And what I found is what a clearance does is it hurts your country. It makes it so that the people can't see what their government's doing, and it makes it so that other parts of government can't see what each other are doing. And in my opinion, it causes complete freaking chaos. There's so many things missing from the books, and that people just shrug like, oh well, it's classified. There's different levels of classification. That's pretty terrible. All right, that's that's already not starting it off well, guys, folks. All right, but please expect these things. Everybody be safe. But make no mistake, I don't expect this thing to die down, and I don't expect it to be a small thing. I think that we have these blips of information purposely done to us, and this thing's gonna ramp up because I've already seen how things operate and how they work. I've got eyes to see and ears to hear, so I'm just making this video beforehand so I can at least say hey, a lot of us can see this. What the heck's wrong with the rest of you? So let's do that right now. The time's like 10:37. I don't know when this is going to be uploaded. Maybe at 11 p.m. But this is Saturday, and it's supposed to hit tomorrow morning, Sunday. So let's see what we got. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Be safe.